Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So in the previous video, I gave you these two functions here and asked you to find the domain for this composite function here. So in this video, instead of putting the f here, instead of putting the f of x here into the g here, we're going to put the g of x into the f. So this time around, find the domain for this composite function here. Okay, so this time around we are putting this into the x here. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this here, we are putting this into here. So first step, imagine this as being a machine here. When does this machine break down? When this thing here equals when this bubble here equals 0, that means the whole function here breaks down. When is this bubble 0? Well, when it's positive 3. So you know that well, you are going to put this function into this function, but this function here breaks down when you put 3 into the machine. When you put the number 3 into this machine here, it will break down. So already we know that we can't put 3 in positive 3 into this machine here. And now so that's the first machine done. Now we're going to put this into here. So but remember the 3, we cannot put the 3 into this function here. Now let's look at this function here. Remember that we are going to put this into here. So so we are going to put this into here, meaning we're going to have 1 over, well, don't forget this bubble here is x. This bubble here is x. So we're going to put this into the bubble here. So it will become 5 over 3 minus x, x minus 3. So now tidy this up. Whenever you have a function within a function, tidy up. So this thing here is 1 divided by this thing here. So let's try and visualize it like this: 1 divided by 5 over x minus 3. Okay. So here you've got this number 1 divided by this number here, and whenever you divide a fraction, it's actually you multiplying the reciprocal of this thing here. So it will be multiplying x minus 3 over 5. Remember, a over b, if you divide it by c over d, you are in fact, you keep this the same, so this will be ab, and then you times the reciprocal of this. So this will be d over c. So now it's top times top, bottom times bottom. Well, that's what we're doing here. Well, you can imagine this 1 as being 1 over 1. Okay, so 1 over 1. So now it's top times top. So that will become x minus 3, because you can imagine this as being a bubble here, and then you times 1. 1 times a bubble is just a bubble. So here it's going to be 1 times 5 here. So it's this here. So what I'm trying to say is that this function here is this thing here. Okay, because what we've done is we put this thing here into the x here. So that will give us 1, which is this one here. X is this thing here, and then all we did was tidy this up. So tidying that up will give us this. Now this is much neater. So the question is, when is it that this thing breaks down? Well, fraction breaks down when you have something over 0, but this thing will never be 0. Well, the whole thing here will never be 0. So this function here, well, you can have x belonging to the real number line. Well, that's it. You can have anything on the real number line, and this machine here will never break down. So going back to here, you see this machine. Remember, you're putting this into this thing here. You see this machine here breaks down when x well, this machine breaks down when you try and put a positive 3 into this machine. It will break down. But when you come to put this into this, well, when you come to look at this here, it will never break down. So you 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 can have anything on the real number line. So basically, when you start to combine the two functions, when you start to combine the two functions here, the only thing that will break down is when you put the number 3 into here. Apart from that, everything else works. So you can have your domain here. So this is your real, anything on the real number line. You can put anything into here and it will work. But 3 is not in your domain. Okay, 3 is on the outside. So when you try and put 3 in there, the composite function will break down. So basically, the domain for this whole thing here will be for all x on the real number line, except from the one element 3, except from the 3. Okay, so this here is your domain when it comes to this composite function. Okay, the previous video was this function here. It had a totally different domain when it came to this. Okay.